Hello and welcome back to Infinitude. This is the Adobe Illustrator tutorial for beginners part 5, in which we will dive into Rotate tool, Reflection tool, Shear tool, Scale tool, and at last Step Builder tool. Now let's dive into the Adobe Illustrator. Let's go to the Rectangle tool and then let's create a rectangle. I will add a Shift key to make it a square. And then let's go to the Selection tool and then I will just rotate this. Go to the Direct Selection tool. I will just click and then add the Shift key and click another point and click and drag. Now what I will do is go to the Rotate tool. Shortcut is R. Click and then drag. I will add the Alt to duplicate and Shift for the specific angle, and then let's just give it here. And then time for a shortcut tips. That is, we will use the Ctrl or Command D to duplicate the last action that we did. Ctrl D, Ctrl D. I will just select these and then delete. Let's select this and go to the Rotate tool, and this time I will add the Alt and then click. Here we can specify the angles to rotate this shape. Let's do maybe 30 and then I will just add the copy. Let's use the powerful shortcut, that is Ctrl D. What it will do is it will just duplicate the shapes. Now I will delete all of these and again let's create a shape, and this time what I will do is I will turn on the ruler and then click and drag, add Alt to make it vertical, and then let's go to the Reflection tool. The shortcut is O, and then I will just add a Alt and then click. Here we can define the reflection from where we want to reflect. We want to reflect horizontally, vertically, or even with the angle. I will just do the vertical and then I will make it a copy. If you don't want to make it a copy, then you can just go. Let's make a copy. And this time I will select both using the Selection tool and then go to the Reflection, and then again I will add a Alt and then click. This time I will choose the horizontal and then copy. Now it's time for a Shear tool. Let's delete this. Let's go to the rectangle and then let's create a shape. And then I will go to the Shear tool. At first we have to create a reference point from where we want to shear this tool. I will use just this point and then we can click and then drag. We can shear the shape. I will just share this, and now let's go to the Scale tool. I will delete this. I will just create some shapes using the Rectangle tool and then Shift while creating that shape. Let's create another shape and then let's go to the Scale, that is S. Just click and then click and drag. If we add the Shift key, it will maintain the proportion. If we don't want to scale in proportion, then we can remove that Shift key and then we can create a different scale. let's Control Z, and this time I will add the Alt and then click. Here we can define our scales if we want to scale uniformly or just give our specific numbers for the horizontal and vertical. Let's first make it a uniform, and then in the next time I will use the non-uniform and then add 200 and 100 and then OK. Let's repeat the same process in the shape, scale, and then I will just scale from over here, click and then drag. This time I will add a Alt and then create a different reference point, and then I will scale this in uniform manner, just 50%, then OK. Select all and then delete. Now at last, let's go to the shape builder tool. At first, let's create some shapes. There's the rectangle and ellipse. Just create few ellipse. At first, let's select these shapes and then go to the shape builder tool. The shortcut is Shift M. At first, let's focus on the cursor. There is a black arrow with a plus sign. What it will do is it will make the selection and it will combine that shapes. If we add Alt, it will delete all the shapes that we have selected from the overall shape. At first, let's click and drag. Here we can see it has combined all the shapes and created a one shape. Let's just Control Z, and then this time I will do Alt and then click and drag. It has subtracted that shape that we have selected from all the shapes. I will delete this, and what I will do is go to ellipse and then let's create a shape. I just added a Alt and then Shift, and let's go to the rotate, and then I will click by adding Alt, and then let's give it a 90 and then copy. I will use the powerful shortcut that is Control D. What I will do is make a selection using the selection tool. Let's go to the shape builder, and then I will add a Alt and then click and then drag. What it is doing is it is subtracting the shapes. Now let's create another shape. I will create a half moon, just circle, and then what I will do is just select this and then go to the shape builder and then add a Alt key and then click and then drag. Let's create a heart. For that I will choose a pen tool, P, and then let's click and then click and drag, click and drag, and then I will just click. And this time what I will do is make a selection using the selection tool, and let's go to the reflect and then Alt and then click. Choose the vertical and then make a copy. Let's go to the direct selection tool and then select these points. And now time for another powerful shortcut, that is Control or Command J. It will join the path that we have selected. Let's click and drag another path and then Command and Control J. Now we can select this and just change the color. Let's make none. click and let's resave this. Let's select a direct selection tool and then I'll just click and then drag just to fine tune this heart. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, comment down below, and if you haven't subscribed, then subscribe and hit the bell notification. In the next video, we will dive into Align and Path Finder.